In the car right now, they are definitely nervous, try to concentrate. Then we see a track map of
the qualifying session played out. And of course, Birenbakti took pole position with a 142.7 alongside Andrew Harrianto, the championship points leader. Carsten Tilke, a name we'll talk a little bit about, one of the many German drivers in the field this weekend. Jeffrey Lee, a stalwart of the series, in fact 70 starts over the 6 prior seasons. Dimitri Parhofer, really, yeah. And go, we are at Nürburgring for the second event of the season. Great jump by Birenbakti. You can see Harrianto tuck in behind him, coming up the inside that it looks like the Land Motorsport entry. And we're not going to want to go 3 wide. Oh, Burrett's gone in too deep under the brakes.
A little bit.
Most of them have. That's really me. He's been very quick in practice too. Very interesting. You can see the cheating the lead around for the first time. So, oh, we've had a spin. That's one of the German entries. You'll excuse me for not knowing them off the field. He may well be up to second position. He is. He's got around Andrew Harrianto, who got that great start. So across the line, Birenbakti almost a second up on Yasser Shahin. Harrianto and, of course, Carsten Tilke in the Land Motorsport entry, who was looking for that inside run into turn 1 off the start. And then it is, in fact, Dimitri Parhofer.
They both lost a little bit because Carsten, and there comes into pit lane.
That's Young Ji, who made his debut in the Cup in Adelaide and did a great...
Now we're in Thailand. So, yes, it takes longer to warm up the tyres. And
bigger than that with a 142.72. But he has pulled out a gap now just over 1.3 seconds on Yasser Shahin. And Andrew Harrianto, I'm kind of a little bit surprised he's not pushing further forward. He's starting to drop back a little bit. That is him right of screen on this replay for the start. And left of screen on the pole, of course, is down to turn 1. Of course, the experienced German drivers will know you won't go through there too many wide. The middle there was Yasser Shahin in the car that's got the orange trim. And he's the end of the lap to come through in position 2. Here's the run through turn 1. Very drop back and that spin further back in the field. Now, Young Ji unfortunately appears to still be in pit lane, so that may well be a racing crew that will get that car back organised and ready for race 2. That will come tomorrow morning at 8:20 a.m. But right now, we are partway through the opening race here at Nürburgring, and a lot of big smiles from the Adelaide, and impressive again during practice here. He's from championship, supported, of course, by Audi Sport Customer Racing Asia. And this year is very much a change in structure to be focused on the privateer entries, or the what we call the FIA bronze-rated drivers. So they're not professional drivers. They're not Rahel Fries. They're not Alex Youngs. They drive a desk for, in most cases, for a living, and this is what they enjoy doing. So the championship is very much focused on them this year. And we talked about it in a press conference just earlier that they were so impressive in Adelaide at the season opener that before in a different part of the world and be so competitive. In fact, in the end, we were talking about off air about V8 supercars, or the supercar series as it's now known in Australia. The R8 LMS Cup drivers were less than 2 seconds a lap off the pace of those guys who are professional drivers who know that circuit like the back of their hand. That just shows you how impressive they are. And you may say, okay, there might be a little bit more horsepower. They've got better aero in some cases. They stop well. That's great. Great to be here too, because this is such an important event worldwide for motorsport. It's one of the very few icons for GT3 racing that people know as an event to watch. So to be a part of that as the Audi Sport R8 LMS Cup, it's gone down well with the fans. They're loving having the Cup here. And of course in the garage, we're pitted either side of that multi-storey Audi corporate centre, and it's really gaining a lot of attraction, a lot of interest as Birenbakti leads around. Looks like we will get a start shortly, although the lights are still on the safety car. They've just gone another lap. So this is frustrating, because this, with the clock ticking, means that in the wall, in that instance, he actually caught the brake and the accelerator together and was unable to pull the car up. You're nodding your head, so I'm tipping that's something that's possible on the odd occasion.
20 k's less, so it is a fast corner, and when you don't really have the deceleration of the car, so it means when you accelerate and brake together, it's just not stopping at all.
Yeah, and that's certainly a possibility. It's just one of those things. It's one of the inherent issues of of driving a car at speed on a race circuit. Do you left foot brake?
Yes, I'm left foot brake, so it's a little bit easier, but nevertheless, it happened once to me as well on one of my teammates. It was Natasha Gachner actually, because...
You will be keeping a close eye on Burrit Birrenbachty, who's taken maximum points. There he is, the Thai driver. 11 laps down in the books, and he got that great start, kept the door closed on the run through turn one. Very deep English social media platforms, but also the website for the updated news of the event. But to find out what happened to Yasser Shahin, why he was forced down pit lane, it looked like they were doing work on the left rear, whether he'd copped a puncture somewhere. All the points with his second place finish, but so too the man in the Singer Plan B by absolute entry, the 59 entry of Burrit Birrenbachty. And there will be celebration all over Thailand for the young man from the Singer family, and he'll be very, very happy. Of course, cousins and brothers involved in the sport too. They're all very handy drivers in GT3. Very new to it too, but very professional there at Absolute Racing. Aaron Shen, of course, a big part of that Absolute family. And, of course, smiles and laughs again from Andrew Harrian and Burrit Birrenbachty in the Singer Plan B by Absolute Racing entry. Of course, again, you can keep up to date with all the news about how things have gone on, how Dimitri Parhofer is faring, what happened with Yasser Shahin, and how things worked out with Naomi Jung, who returns to the Cup, row number 3, and Carsten Tilke, Bernhard Hensel, row 4, Dirk Parhofer and Dimitri Parhofer. We hope he is okay and car repaired in time to make the grid for tomorrow. Berthold Grun, Stefan Weininger leading in the GT4 again, Carlos Checa, Jean-Luc Vite and Anderson Tenoto and Jung Ram for Champagne. And we will be into the GT4 duties. And that would suggest Stefan Weininger would take the top spot there after a fantastic finish in
Nürburgring.
Yeah, it's my first time. I enjoy it very much.
And how is your pace this weekend?
It's getting better. It's getting there. And the first practice is okay. And now it's getting better on qualify and the race.